What is up, everybody? Your boy's finally back with some more reactions, man. Today we have some more videos from Codename Super, and this is the time Goku and Vegeta stopped Metal Cooler from conquering Namek. Let's get into the video.
Oh yeah. Now we really gotta talk about Cooler's return. He has me weak. Bro got cooked in the first movie and came back to be a Decepticon with shadow clones.
They should really just make Cooler canon at this point.
Basically Ultron. And the thing about that is, now if you get cooked, you got nobody to blame because it's a whole bunch of yous. You're really just gonna have to take your L's and say GG's and walk off. But shit really starts off with Goku and his crew heading off to Namek. But they look at the screen and see that someone already has their mittens on it. And look at that guy Piccolo. He in this bitch like he about to suit up. I suit the fuck up in this bitch! And I'd be just like him because Frieza and his brother are running shit on Namek like Kobe and Shaq. See, if I'm Piccolo, I'm becoming Mr. Miyagi or the Namekian Batman. Like shit, bro. He gotta have some type of legacy for the Namekians because they don't deserve this. They're literally beyond vegan. Their diet is straight water and ice, and they can't box for shit. They're the definition of what I do. You know Cooler really a villain when he got the elderly doing the 100-meter dash. Bro out there running like it's that one SpongeBob episode where they called Texas stupid, and Sandy was out there chasing him down. Look at
Bro, it's so messed up throughout just the whole Dragon Ball series how they treated the Namekians, especially during the Frieza saga where like Vegeta just, I don't know what episode it was, but he was just killing them left and right, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
He needs a hero, someone please. He gets dragged in front of the Namekians.
Honestly, Piccolo
and one of them in the line was like, that's a great
most of
idea.
these people.
Fuck this walking shit. Hits his fake ass feet and gets dragged too. So after watching his people get cooked, Piccolo's twin said, nah, fuck that. Takes the handcuffs with no chains and breaks out of it. And look how Son hit the roll out the line. Yeah, with the pull up like that, he gotta be a part of Piccolo's immediate family. Shit was so clean, I almost believed he was about to do something. But
then he
nah,
gets like
he flies over
hit.
there and this bot catches him one-handed and he just tosses him down. His coldness was short-lived, now he in that Fortnite knock position. Someone get him a med kit. The bot's getting ready to thirst him, but right as he fires at him, Gohan pulls up and knocks the beam out the way, creating the smoke and getting him out of there. And this is when I knew there was going to be a bunch of IG flicks in this movie for Goku. Because when the smoke clears, his ass is just standing there, staring. And honestly, it was so clean, not even Krillin could ruin the moment. Look at him, putting up the deuce when we know he's not going to put in pain. Cooler sitting there unimpressed because he knows he got a better intro though. Peep game. He summons the army to line up and they all spawn in left and right. And then Cooler's going to come in and part them like the Red Sea. He's walking in and he's just straight up glistening. Looked like he dipped himself in movie theater butter. Even had Piccolo like, nah, what is that? That luster.
Piccolo was shooketh.
The time for introductions are over. They are ready for the boxing to commence. Cooler sends his army of bots to go attack. And I want you to guess out of these three who gets cooked first. I'll give you a hint. He's bald and short. Piccolo and Gohan take off just fine, but when Krillin does it, they sit his ass down immediately. Yeah, the scriptwriters are in the studio straight giggling. Knew from this point on his ass was...
I think it's about time, that Krillin, Tien, and hell, maybe even Yamcha gets like a power boost. I mean, if it can happen for Piccolo, it can happen for those three too.
About to be comic relief. Not even Gohan, who spawned in 7 years ago, got sat down like that. He's out there putting up a better performance, hitting attacks and dodging. He didn't do any damage, but hey, at least he's not out there eating rocks like Krillin. They got 3 on Piccolo right now, and there's clearly a malfunction in their programming, because no way they gave Piccolo 3 and Krillin got 4 bodies on him. Let's be serious today. You must have mistaken Brody for
They're trying to get him up out of here, man.
They could look alike from afar, but come on now. That is simply not him. Krillin tries to cook with what little screen time he has left, and it's not looking good. The bots who have Kawhi Leonard's personality downloaded are just looking at him with disappointment. So yeah, his performance is looking bad right now, but Piccolo ain't safe either. Because the same shit happens to him and he's just like, nah.
You know, it's odd that they had trouble like destroying them at first because they're so fucking strong. I don't understand, but hey.
And then the cameraman gets mad close to him to document that embarrassing moment. Piccolo wanted to tell him to back up so bad. That shit had him sweating, so he had to think of something fast to get rid of the embarrassment. So he went to Old Reliable, threw out the turban and cape like it was the problem.
What did I do?
The camera pans to Gohan though, and it's looking like he's about to keep that losing record on him. Gohan getting smacked around with that green background is all too familiar. Krillin's also getting his shit rocked though as he crashes into So Piccolo's just like, shit, I might as well join him. But he didn't get bitched or anything like Gohan and Krillin. He just slowly descends down. He had something to say to Krillin though. He just like, Hey Krillin, not gonna lie,
think it's the
they're
haircut.
putting 4 on you and 3 on me is ludicrous. Man, stop hating. Is what Krillin internally screamed as Piccolo flies away to cook the Kawhi Leonards. And he's out there taking multiple out at a time. Had me saying my fault, OG. Maybe it was the cape and turban. If that's what it takes to make a move like that, that better be a mid-game power-up animation for Piccolo and
It's weird because, okay, initially they couldn't like harm the robots, but they all collectively said, all right, let's actually start trying. Then they started fucking damaging the robots. I don't know what it was with that.
Sparking Zero. As Piccolo is cooking up, we see science at
They
play.
should have just
The
did that
simple
from the
law of
beginning.
motion creates more motion. And now all of a sudden they have the ability to catch a body too.
It
Shit
was so
didn't last long,
stupid.
though. As we see, they couldn't hang. They get captured in Sensor Way, which basically made shit easier for Piccolo. He was out there streaking, got 30 kills without dying, so he unlocked the tactical nuke. And now that Krillin and Gohan are gone, he can unleash it. Treats the whole area like how the
yeah,
Avengers
that
treat
was a
New
cool
York
ass
and
move.
fucking boom. Whole area done. Look at the crater this man left. He absolutely made sure he didn't get dropped in this movie, I'll tell you
Ain't
that.
shit
But
funny.
now it's time for the main course. Goku versus Cooler in that shiny rarity. It starts off with Cooler catching Goku's punch. And yeah, my boy coming in different this time. He ain't come here to play. That
One of the
performance in that
dopest
last
fights,
round
bro.
was absolutely disappointing. Man's had a whole new form just to still get worked by Super Saiyan. They start throwing hands in an invisible elevator though, and Goku finds an opening and grabs his tail. As he throws him, he lets out a little giggle, which causes Cooler to get enraged and start chasing him down. This was all a part of Goku's plan though, bait him and catch him off guard. But once he hits him, he notices Cooler is not phased, and knew that smirk couldn't mean anything good. So he
Grabbed
tried to
his
keep
head
that
and
Cobra Kai
fucking kneed
mentality
him.
of striking first, and it's clearly not working. Cooler felt bad, so he had to hit him with the stop. This isn't you. Treating his ass like Bruce Banner. He then proceeds to give him a mean 3-piece combo with no biscuit, starting it off with a knee, making Goku hit
That
the
was
iron.
such a savage knee, man. I remember most of these parts from this movie, man.
Then he hits him with a
Because
gut
the
check,
fighting
stretching
was
his
so
back out,
good.
pause, and spikes him to the ground. That boy Goku hit the floor like,
When I came,
When I came down, ooh shit.
Cooler didn't care about the pain he was feeling though. Up in the finishing move, 2 minutes into the fight, and throws it at him.
Oh,
But
and when
Goku's not dying in
when he figured out that he could do instant transmission too, that shit was cold.
2 minutes though, we know this. He not sorry. Uses instant transmission to get up behind him, and he's posted up like the boogeyman. He starts yapping and flexing.
didn't know that
he
it
learned
was
this
time
new
to dodge.
technique called instant transmission. And Cooler just like, oh, you thought you was special? I could do that shit
I
too.
know, it's my
Those
favorite
words
move
had
too.
Goku perplexed. He wasn't ready to get
Your
hit with his
favorite?
own move. He came up and smacked the taste
Boom.
out of his mouth. Had Goku contemplating if he's really like that. He gets kicked up and makes Cooler swing at the Madam Web audience. And Goku tries to sneak him back. And the point of this whole exchange is that they're spamming instant transmission. But
Yeah.
shit just looks like normal Dragon Ball Z. Nothing changed. All they did was step back. And I guess whoever was writing the script understood that. So they decided to give them their own version of the Speed Force. Which
Yeah.
is why they got this infrared look.
I think one part about this movie I liked so much too was like they finally showed you like what instant transmission looks like when someone's using it. It's a cool like I guess representation.
I'm crying. They think this Flash versus Zoom. Look at Cooler, he even hitting the full Flash form. He catches up to Goku, takes him out the animation, and uses his head to break the rock in front of him. Then he tosses him away and goes up to hit him with that knee of
Super
justice.
Saiyan.
And I thought he did it to him for a second. This frame had him looking crazy, but instead it was revealed that he caught that shit and uses it to reintroduce Super
I want to
Saiyan.
see that combo
Even Cooler had
that
to take a
Cooler
step back
hits
to
on
admire the
Goku.
move. This gotta be some type of glazing. But now it's time for round 2, and I'm gonna be honest, when I watched this for the first time, I was fully expecting a 5th form Metal Cooler to show up, but they really
true.
just didn't do it. Hopped in that writer's room and said, nah.
It was the
Boxing.
perfect time to like
Goku gets
use
a
it
clean
too.
right in, but again, it wasn't
Makes
effective.
sense.
Cooler then proceeds to kick him out the frame, and look at that form, bro. Yeah, not gonna lie, don't ever
Some of the animation for this movie was not good. I just now noticed that when I got older.
invite him to a kickball game. With a form like that, he launching that shit straight to orbit. Even me, a retired Hall of Fame kickball player at recess, can't compete with that. But yeah, Goku's flying off, and Cooler chases him down and kicks him again. And then he pulls out the forbidden move, hits him with the spirit of Diddy, pushing him through the rocks. And Goku just like,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
and he came back on a mission. Keep the game face. Cooler tries to block, and Goku breaks right
Tears
through,
off
severing
half
his
of
arm
his
and
body.
giving him the superhero ass
Or his
frame.
arm, rather.
Goku said, hold on, I ain't done yet though. I gotta hit this landing too. And rolls right into the fighting stage. There was no time
That shit was tough.
Cause Cooler regenerates like a symbiote made out of vibranium, completely rebuilding his arm from scratch. Yeah, bro. I don't want to see a universe where Dr. Zero and Cooler link up, because if they get in that lab together, they'd make the most OP character in
They
history.
would cook.
Might
They
even
would cook.
surpass Boo in what bullshit it could do. The camera pans up and we see Bro is just randomly glistening again, and that's another bad sign for Goku. Catches him off guard with the TP and aims right for the stunner. He started turning into SpongeBob.
Yeah,
as
this
he
is it right
flips him
here.
Over in season 2.
That shit was so clean when I first saw it. I can't imagine how that would feel if somebody hits you like this in real life, that you see their punch go through your body like this. That's fucking ridiculous. I know it's an exaggeration, but just imagine. When he did this
Started
shit,
turning into SpongeBob as he flips him over and
then he flips him the way he does, then he fucking
Grabbing
hits
his
him on the
leg.
side, then grabs him.
tossing
Then
him
throws
away.
him.
Goku hits the smooth recovery though, holding on to that attack stance like it was gonna change the outcome. Yeah, that shit ended up being a slight inconvenience. Delayed Cooler's attack for 1 second, then he's just like,
But anywho,
But
and gets
anywho,
blasted. Goku's clean with the blocks though, deflecting everything and getting right up in his grill.
man, then he get
Goku
choked.
did all that for nothing though, and starts to get choked out by Cooler. That boy Goku needed a hero. And thankfully,
Then
Vegeta
Vegeta
decided
comes
to get out the
and
house
saves
in
the
this movie
day.
because Goku would have been cooked. Came in and kicked the shit out of him.
Kinda.
Had his face looking crazy and he got him leaning. But the hatred was at an all-time high for
Yeah.
Vegeta here. This cool ass intro was all we're gonna get
Vegeta always has the best intros, then he gets cooked shortly after. I fucking hate it,
from
man.
him. And you know what, bro? I've made my peace
At this
with that.
point, it
Shit
was like a
basically
running
over
gag.
As soon as it started, Gold
It
Super
still
Saiyan
is.
talks some shit, runs in, and gets bopped. Shit is like
So
clockwork at
stupid.
this point. But you know Vegeta, man, they don't let him go down in one hit. They make him suffer and embarrass himself. He comes back in with all this energy, lands 2 kicks,
Damn
and
near
gets
breaks
hit
his
with a
leg.
takedown, putting him in excruciating pain. And Goku couldn't sit
to
there
blow
and
his
watch
face
anymore.
off.
As much as he knows Vegeta loves his ones, he just had to save him. Kicks Cooler out the way before he blasts him. And in this frame, you could really see how Cooler's a fiend. Look at him. He's already up and running to sleep Vegeta. The hatred runs deep. Not even Goku back up. He's still recovering from his last save. Cooler enters the instant transmission dimension, and we see he was really trying to give Vegeta that cartoon bump on his head. But Goku's clutch. He gets him out of the animation and has him tackled on the floor. And I'm not gonna hold you, this frame is looking
You
crazy.
can just see how, like, you know, how much more skilled Goku was as a fighter, because Vegeta just had no, like, awareness that Cooler was using instant transmission. So he was completely, like, blind. He would have got blindsided by that hit, you know?
Crazy. I'm gonna need a big pause on that one, bruh. And damn, Goku's really a great teammate. Back-to-back saves is kinda tough. If I was Cooler, I'd be angry as hell because I just missed out on 2 kill opportunities. But guess who's the angriest out of all of them?
Vegeta.
The one that got saved. He just like, hey, fuck
Enough!
Goku. Had Goku on his 50 cent shit. They both dip out of there because clearly this man got CT. And I'm not even mad that Cooler spun the block in 0.2 seconds.
And this is the most devious knee in existence. I mean, have Vegeta looking crazy.
He ends up punching him straight to Goku, and oh nah, look at how vile this frame really is. Bro. Son can't even take a regular L. Like, this is really some next level violation. The writers made sure he can never win a group chat argument ever again. Cooler hits him with the silent finisher though. Sends Diddy miss across and it ends up in a huge explosion.
Did he miss?
And after that attack, Cooler's just off in the distance,
guy looks like
walking in
Preach.
slow motion. Bro thinks he's in the edit. Goku turns to Vegeta and looks at him like this. And right then and there is when it was official. His ass is getting jumped. They fly at him full speed with this power of friendship ass attack, and it breaks him into 3 pieces. But
I always imagine, like, what if they had, like, fused at this point? That would have been dope.
of course, the regeneration starts.
Probably
to
would have been
kick in.
OP.
And this is where the most unexpected thing in Dragon Ball happened. Vegeta decides to key spam him, and it actually worked. It blew the metal Cooler to smithereens.
The one-time
This shit was
spamming
almost
key
too good
blast
to be
works.
true. They hit this finally it's over ass fall, but little did they know that it wasn't over. Goku, who's on like 2 HP, looks up and sees that there's another metal Cooler, alive and well, just up there
Along with
posing for the gram.
thousands.
They all walk up simultaneously and they just start blinging in the distance.
sparkling,
Shit was scary as hell,
glistening.
looking like round 200 in COD Zombies. But instead it's just a bunch of VVS Coolers. I'ma be honest, at this point I was full on glazing. I was out my seat, standing and staring at the TV. I thought I was about to witness cinema. Look at how they're sliding down. Had me fully convinced this was gonna be an endgame type fight. Goku and Vegeta hit the double Super Saiyan. And we saw all this theatrical shit for not even one punch to be thrown. It was really just a flash and they ended up in Diddy's dungeon. Like, bro, y'all gotta be trolling. No way y'all just pump fake the whole audience like that. And they didn't make up for it either.
Doing there?
Now, I'm not saying I watch Dragon Ball movies for the plot, but damn, bro, did y'all even try? Cooler starts taking energy from Goku and Vegeta, and somehow this big ass ship can't handle it. Look at this. This is damn near half the planet. And you're telling me it doesn't have the capacity for 2 Saiyans? It starts breaking down and they get free. And Cooler didn't like that one bit, so he goes full Decepticon and starts chasing after Goku, punching him and then trapping him in wires. He's trying to turn Goku into minced meat, but then out of nowhere, a Destructo Disc comes along and cuts Cooler's arm off. And not for 1 second did I believe that hero was Krillin. We see that as Vegeta making my hating
of course not.
And Goku breaks free. He then takes a small yellow key ball, throws it at him, and destroys him once and for all. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you for 494K.
But yeah, this was a pretty good retelling of the movie. But yeah, I guess the Return of Cooler is definitely like in my top 5 favorite DBZ movies. I remember having a VHS and I would always bring it to my elementary school. And I'd watch it with all my friends, and simpler times, man. But anyway, if you guys love this video, make sure you go support Codename Super. And if you enjoyed my reaction, make sure you give me a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back with some more reactions. Peace!